I like to cha-cha. Shout out NBA 2K23 fumbling the bag again. Season 3 sounds ass. My team is truly, truly terrible.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
And the worst part is I sold on that Paul George.
Robin?
I said the worst part about my team is it's so shit, and I still sold on Paul George. I sold, bro. It's bad. It's all right. Hopefully, my Patriots will make the money tonight.
Nice.
Let's see. What did I put money on today? I put it on the Patriots winning. Which, as of right now,
You know you have to bet to like try to make money, right?
yeah.
You don't just like bet with your heart. You gotta like bet to make money, or else you're just throwing it in the garbage.
Well, it's $5.
I mean, you just could have gotten dinner with that.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, if the Patriots win, you can throw it in my back of my face, but like,
I put it on the Patriots winning. Stephon Diggs scoring a touchdown. Buffalo having over 13 points. Josh Allen having over 230 passing yards. And Mac Jones having over 169 passing yards.
I mean, I think a decent amount of that will happen outside of the Patriots winning that game. And you made all your bets like with like the lean that the Patriots are going to lose. Like,
no.
You have Mac Jones throwing for 160 yards. You clearly think he's going to lose.
It was an over-under. I had him to over.
I mean, like, the odds on that were probably kind of solid because, like, there's a shot he doesn't throw for 160. Like,
it was. Oh, I can tell you exactly what the odds were.
Yeah, you're not betting smart, man. You're just throwing your money away.
I lost pretty bad the other day too. You were right. Game by game 1, I was sad.
Yeah, any 12-game parlay, you're gonna be mad by game 3, bro.
I forgot what it was. Oh, here we go. It was minus 115.
Yeah, so they're like, it's probably gonna happen. Like, minus 115, that's not like overwhelming. That's like a coin flip almost.
It's fair. It's fair. Listen, man, I only bet $5. I'm not tripping. If I get all of it, I get $33.
I'm just saying that's how you lose money. That's how you're just like wasting your money. Yeah, I'm doing bets like that. You could say, yeah, it's only $5, but only $5 10 times is $50. You know what I mean? Like, you're better off spending $50 on betting on one thing and that being right than doing a parlay of $50 of 12 things.
It's all right. It's all right. Patriots gonna win. Did you freeze here? Uh-oh. Oh, and he's back. You look like you're doing a very good Jermaine Cole impression today.
Yeah, I do look like him today. I can't hold you.
WWE is looking for ways to go all in for WrestleMania 39 weekend. As reported, WWE is looking to bring John Cena in for a match with Logan Paul, his first bout since SummerSlam 2021, where he lost to Roman Reigns. The company also hopes to have The Rock back for a match against Roman, but that comes down to Rock's busy schedule. There's also been a lot of speculation regarding the possibility of Stone Cold.
For a fat check, I'll do it again.
WrestleVotes reported today that WWE wants to have additional events on the weekend similar to The Undertaker's Dead Man show. The company has also discussed doing interactive shows with Taker, Austin, and Trish Stratus that weekend. This will be in addition to... Huh?
I said, fuck Trish Stratus. Okay, on Trish Stratus. You can keep Trish Stratus.
This will be in addition to WWE holding WrestleMania 39 on April 1st and 2nd in LA, in addition to a live SmackDown Hall of Fame ceremony, NXT Stand and Deliver, and the Post-Mania Raw, all from the Crypto.com arena.
Crypt.
All right. I don't think Sinai's going to be joining us, so... I told him to join if he wants to join, and if he wakes up. So we shall see. All right. Take a swig of my beer, and we're good to go. Got this. I like this. All right, Lil Rusty. What's going on, people of the internet? It's your boys, the Heat Check. Or at least 2/3 of them. Sinai's dead somewhere.
Nope, he's not.
Sinai has a job, and he's sleeping. Even though he told me he'd be awake. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. I'm your host, Killer Keems. Nope, wrong guy. I'm your host, Leonardo DiCaprio, the Big Hoss, Austin, joined today by Shaq Daddy Liverpool, Mojo Jojo, Hemi Turner, Josiah,
Here.
Josiah Cole. How are you? How are you doing today? Fine, sir.
Chilling. Dealing with some things at the worldwide leader, but some program updates that the New York Post told us about before my boss.
Shout out to New York Post.
Shout out to New York Post for stirring up the pot.
How the fuck? It's so fucked.
Congrats to Harry Douglas, Jason Fitz, 12-3, ESPN Radio, January 3rd. Joe Fortenbaugh, Amber Wilson.
Shout out those people.
Yeah, they're all pretty dope.
So, and anything been going on with you besides the worldwide leader of sports?
No. Sadly, no. Nothing of relevance.
Okay. You saw some wrestling shows a few weeks ago we'll get into.
Oh, yeah, we did. We did that. I had my high school reunion, too. That was fun.
There you go. I got nothing really going on. It's work, chilling with my girl, doing things. I'm back in the gym. That's the thing.
I need to do that.
I got back in. So if you want to go at all, just let me know. Just trying to get in them late night work, not late night, but like some after work workouts. I deadlifted for the first time in like a year yesterday.
Gross.
Yeah, and surprisingly, I'm not sore at all, and I had good form. And on my third day back in the week, me and Ryan decided that it was a good idea to do bench and deadlifts on the same day. Even though I'm not the same man I was a year ago.
I'm about to say I ain't like that anymore, man. Maybe I can get back to being like that, but I ain't like that right now.
I'm feeling it in my bones. I'm not an old man yet, but I ain't no spring chicken either. But yeah, that's the thing. That's fun. I ran a race last week on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, viewers. Only a week late. It's all good. I'm trying to think what we start with first. Well, relevant to this show, a couple weeks ago, an album dropped that we haven't talked about yet. Her Loss by Drake and 21 Savage. Or mainly, it was really just Drake featuring 21 Savage.
Yeah, I'd say that more than it's enough to call it a collab, though. I'd say.
I saw a thing that was like, I think somebody like tracked how many words each person had on the album, and like 70-something% of the words on the album is Drake.
That's how it should be, though. That's why the project's so good.
Yeah, 21.
If it was,
for me.
I think if it was 50-50, I don't think it would be as good. That's
that's
no shots at 21, but
it's only so much 21 I can have.
Exactly.
One dosage. I saw a TikTok yesterday of some dude doing like a dramatic rendition of Rich Flex. he's like looking out the window. It's black and white. He goes, 21. Can you do something for me? Can you do a little Rich Flex for me? 21. Can you do something for me? Try some bars on my pussy X for me. What's your thoughts on the album?
Finally.
It's definitely Drake's best album in a while.
Yeah. CLB was mid. Nevermind. What was it? Nevermind or whatever?
Honestly, never mind.
Oh, honestly, yeah. Nevermind.
Honestly, never mind. I forgot about it.
But no, this right here, this Her Loss joint right here, that's a record right there. That's a record.
You know it's good when Anthony Fantano, the internet's busiest music nerd, liked it. The needle drop. Give it a good review.
Very good.
He hates Drake.
The beat switches are tough. I don't think there's a whole lot of skips after a while. I think you get through the first couple songs, then the skips kind of start, and then the skips kind of end.
I go like Rich Flex to On BS. I don't really skip. I can live without Back Outside Boys, Privileged Rappers. Spin Value is pretty good.
Spin Value. Draco's kind of crazy on Spin Value, though.
My favorite line in that is 4 words when I think about them is crusty, musty, dusty, rusty. 8 words when I think about us is fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. Good line, Drake.
That's a very Drake line. That's a Drake-esque bar right there.
I will say Hours in Silence. I would have preferred Hours in Silence.
Yep. Yeah.
But then Treacherous Twins is all right, and then Circle Loco Onwards is pretty good. I don't really skip much there. I think my favorite song I've decided is Broke Boys. Broke Boys and Circle Loco are my 2 favorites. And Middle of the Ocean.
I'd say Middle of the Ocean's my favorite at this point.
Middle of the Ocean's like a good one because it's like the Do Not Disturb type song of this album. Where it's just Drake kind of just rapping over a smooth beat for 6 minutes.
It's the best beat switch on the album.
I like Pussy in Millions. I thought it was...
I get bored on that side.
I get bored when 21 and Travis come in, but Drake's beginning is pretty good. I don't like his little monotone. I went up late night. That's not Drake, but yeah, it was good. I don't know. I say it was like a solid. I give Her Loss a 7.5 out of 10. Maybe upside to 8.
And relative to his other projects, or just in general?
Just in general as a project. If we want to compare it with other projects, then it's not anywhere close to that rating. But
I'd say, like, if you're comparing it to Drake's projects, it's like I'd say it's like a B- comparing it to his discography. But If you're comparing it to just like the music out in 2022, it's like a A minus,
Yes.
I think.
I'd say 8 out of 10 is a B plus A minus grade.
8 out of 10 is a B minus.
I want to say B minus. Okay, we'll go.
Eight out of 10.
We'll go 8.7 out of 10.
Okay, yeah. Oh, there we go.
Is that better?
I mean, we could just say B plus like normal people.
I like giving numbers, bro. Oh, look who's fucking awake. Let's see if he's coming into the stream.
I mean, I'm happy we had the Drake conversation because I doubt he's listening to the project enough.
Yes.
I don't think he would have an actual thought about it other than like, yeah, Drake's cool. It's good music.
I like Drake. I like pussy. That's what he would say.
He's like, I like pussy. I like millions. Yeah.
I don't know what Circle Local is, but it sounds like a drug, and I'm all for it. He's joining in a few. I guess we can have I guess we can have some NBA talk while we're waiting for the
I
central.
was gonna say we'll slide to the wrestling once the full crew's here, but
Let's look at the NBA in comparison to our predictions fucking 3 weeks ago.
I might have to make an amendment.
Me too.
Yeah, because
I'm not putting the Clippers anywhere on that pedestal like I did.
I had the Clippers in the finals, man. I think Kawhi. They made it seem like Kawhi was ready, man.
Yeah, man. Once I saw Kawhi miss like fucking 12 games already, I was like, I don't know, man. The Western
Let's go.
What?
Pat's got a fucking pick 6, I think.
No.
Oh no, that's crazy. The corner that got the kick return touchdown, the defensive player, they put him on offense and he scored a touchdown.
Oh,
that's what happened. I saw his name. I saw cornerback, and I was like, pick 6. They just threw him on offense. Got a tutty. Patriots up 7-zip.
I thought it was 7-3.
7-3. I didn't see the field goal.
I didn't do that because I was looking at the score earlier. I don't know, man. The Western Conference is hard to predict right now. The Lakers are starting to get in a little bit of a groove. It's nice to see them actually, playing good basketball as LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook should. They have slid Westbrook into a bench role since our last stream, and I think that's the best decision they made for him because he's balling out as 6-man.
They have a Patrick Beverly problem.
Yeah.
He stinks. Statistically, the worst point guard in the league. Actually, statistically, the worst offensive player in the league, actually. Like, no exaggeration.
We're still at a point in the season, even though we're 20 games in, 20-plus games for some teams, where some bad teams are good and some good teams are bad, and it's still hard to tell who the cream of the crop's going to be. I think All-Star break will have a better idea of who the true contenders are going to be, but I can't in good faith put the Clippers as my NBA champions.
I think we all know who the true contenders are. I think you mean more like who the playoff.
I think it's more like
race, what the playoff race is.
I think it's more like. I think I'm going to change my opinion. I think the Lakers will be a play-in team. I said they wouldn't make the play-in at all last stream. I think they'll be a play-in team. I think Golden State will end up being in the top 4, even though they have kind of a problem this year. It seems like they're falling off a bit. Steph Curry's being a little bit of a nuisance in terms of his anger and shit lately, and they seem like they're falling apart, but I feel like they're going to be that team where it's like they look like they're falling apart, but later in the season they get it together and they get into like the top 4, top 5 of the Western Conference.
I just think they have no real competition for them to not be able to bounce back.
Yeah, I think Utah is a Cinderella story that's gonna fall off a little bit, but I think they'll still make it.
No, they're not making playoffs, man.
I think they'll play in.
They're not. They'll make the play-in and lose in the play-in.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
Sacramento is one. I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, Sacramento is going to be a playoff team this year for the first time in fucking whatever. I think 14 years. I think I saw.
Might give them the 8 seed this year. I might.
Yeah,
they might take a spot from somebody.
Memphis is really good when John Morant plays, but when John Morant is hurt, they're just kind of mid. The Pelicans are oddly they're one of the best teams in the Western Conference right now, but you don't hear. They're like you don't really hear about them that much. It's like when Atlanta was number 1 seed in the East, but no one really talked about them as a contender at all because they weren't. I don't know if I could.
I just think the Pelicans aren't necessarily like. I think it's just a matter of like Zion's and his second stint of playing a full year. So like, you can't really expect much yet.
Yeah,
But I think even if they kept that roster together, maybe fix a couple like rotation players. But in terms of their core group, I think they already have it.
yeah.
I think they'll be good.
Denver is finally pulling it together, and Phoenix is being a lot better than I gave them credit for on the last stream, which was stupid of me because it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was wild.
I think we were only like 4 or 5 games in the season.
Yeah, that was wild.
20 games in the season. Yeah, Phoenix is the best team in the Western Conference, hands down, as of right now. I don't know who I can in good faith say is going to be the Western Conference champion right now. I guess as of right now, I'll say Phoenix or Denver, but Golden State will creep in there.
I'm gonna take Dallas. I think they're gonna get their shit together.
I hope so.
They have the best player in the Western Conference. Is my thing.
Oh, absolutely. Luka Doncic is going to be the West. I can call it right now. He'll be the Western Conference starter, like the captain. And Luka Doncic is the front runner for MVP.
Well, you got to remember it's fan vote for the captain.
The reason I think of Luka is Luka has a lot of the international fans, and a lot of times
he would have already got it though. He would have already been the captain last year if it was about the fans, because it's not like he got any bigger this year than he was. Like it's not like he improved. Like he's just as good. Like I know his numbers went up, but like I think he's just been this good, and like people are just like we're blind to it, low key.
I think I said the other day to one of my coworkers, if I had, because we were talking about the All-Star game, and I said if I had to predict based off fan vote, it's probably going to be Western Conference LeBron James, and Eastern Conference I said Jason Tatum, even though probably Kevin Durant or Giannis.
Nah, it's gonna be Giannis. I think it'll be Giannis, and I think it's either gonna be Giannis and Curry or Giannis and LeBron. If I were to, I think LeBron might lose. LeBron, I don't know, he might lose that captain spot this year. We'll see.
Out east, Boston's the best team in the NBA right now, and Jason Tatum is playing like a man on a mission. The whole team's playing great, but Jason Tatum,
even Jaylen Brown, Jaylen Brown's been very good,
going off too. Just signed Al Horford to a extension today.
And we said it in preseason. I was like, if you want to bring him back for like $10 million a year, like cool, and that's exactly what we got him for.
I called the Boston Celtics my Eastern Conference champions, and I still stand by that. And I still stand by them winning the NBA championship. I had them and Clippers in the finals, and I said Boston would win it against the Clippers. And I think no matter who they play, I still think it's Boston's this year.
I still feel good about the year of Giannis, man. He's been on a tear. I think the NBA is victim to wanting to see new, fresh faces. So like. I think Tatum's in prime position, MVP, all that jazz. I think he's in prime position just because people want to see new award winners. And that's if we keep up the pace, we'll have the best record in the league. It'd be kind of just like an easy award to give type of deal.
It's crazy because it doesn't feel like it, but Luka Doncic would also be a new award winner if he won MVP this year. Even though it
sucks for him.
He's been that for years.
They're like 1 over 500 at the moment. Sadly,
they are currently 500. They're 10-10.
Yeah.
And I think they're playing right now. They're down by 10 against the Pistons.
Oh, that's a tough scene. They don't even have their best players.
Nope.
And their best players aren't even that good.
All right. Well, going through the standings right now. This is very asterisk. If it started today, this would be your current play-in and playoff teams. Out east, the 10th seed will be the New York Knicks. The 9th seed is the Washington Wizards. The 8th seed is the Brooklyn Nets, who seemingly, Kyrie's back, but it seemed like they played their best basketball without Kyrie Irving on the court. But Kevin Durant went off the other night for like 47, 48 points.
He dropped an over there like 37, like a night, a couple nights after.
Seems like Kevin Durant's finally starting to wake up a little bit. Toronto's a 7th seed, and then currently your 6 playoff teams are the Atlanta Hawks, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Indiana Pacers, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the 1-seeded Boston Celtics. A team not in there right now is my My sad Miami Heat.
Yeah, my prophecy for them is starting to look more and more true.
It makes you sad. Out west, your top 10. Number 10 is Minnesota. Number 9 is Golden State. 8 is Dallas. 7 is Utah. And then the 6 playoff teams are the Sacramento Kings, LA Clippers, Memphis Grizzlies, New Orleans Pelicans, Denver Nuggets, and 1-seeded Phoenix Suns. Conspicuous by their absence is the Portland Trailblazers, who are tied with Minnesota, Golden State, and Dallas, but have the worst. If it happened, they wouldn't make it. They're another team who they play great when Damian Lillard's playing.
I mean, yeah, when your best player's on the floor, you have the best chance to win.
But they're dog shit when he's gone.
Yeah, because when your best player's not on the floor, basketball now your whole thing it just changes. Basketball is literally the most reliant on your best player outside of like having like a superstar quarterback.
Well, yeah, that's the NBA. I'm just sad because Miami Heat's dog shit. I knew it was coming, but I thought one more year of relevancy would happen.
They're old.
Yeah.
I think Tyler Hero's going to bite you, too.
Yeah, I'm starting to think so, too.
At least you're coming to the other side earlier on that, I thought.
I can see when they're dog shit, and when I get a notification every other night of us losing a game, it's whatever. But yeah, I don't know. That's you frozen again? On your back. Well, yeah. I don't know. They put out today, I think it was either ESPN or NBA. Let's see, hold on. They put out a prediction of who's going to make the All-Star teams as of today. It was ESPN, your employer. They said as of right now, they're predicting, here's the All-Stars they're going with. Actually, I'm sorry. That's the wrong one I got. What the fuck? I just saw it. What's it? Do I have NBA notifications? Here it is. All right, yeah. So they put out like who would make the All-Star game, and here's what it was NBA.com actually, not ESPN, and they said for Western Conference guards, number 1 currently Desmond Bane of the Memphis Grizzlies. Number 2, Devin Booker of the Phoenix Suns. 3, Steph Curry of the Warriors. 4, Luka Doncic of the Mavericks. 5, De'Aaron Fox of the Kings. 6, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Thunder. And then 7, this is guards. Just guards. Okay, that's fair. Damian Lillard and John Morant. Do you agree that all those guys should or could be All-Stars?
Did they say Bane before Ja?
They said Bane. I don't know if they put him at number 1, but I don't know if their number 1 is like, oh, it's okay. It's alphabetical order.
Oh, thank God. I was about to say that is just absurd.
Yeah, I don't know. What you think? Do you think Desmond Bane should make an All-Star team?
It's too early to say. Okay, well, I don't like talking about things like that this early.
I know the All-Star voting opens like next week or this week.
I'd say like the new year, it's kind of concrete by then. Because then, the back end people starts becoming a toss-up, and like then people start getting snubbed, and it's hard to even say who would be snubbed right now.
And then NBA 2K for some reason puts Austin Rivers on the team and says he's averaging 71 points a game.
He's a beast, man.
Huh?
He's a beast.
I was playing the fucking my NBA, and fucking I went to the All-Star game, and like Austin Rivers is a free agent. For some reason, when it came to the All-Star Game draft, it showed Austin Rivers as a 2-time All-Star. Man, there's never been an All-Star in his career. And then when I went to his stat line, it said he was playing for the Milwaukee Bucks, averaging 71 points per game, 270-something rebounds a game, and like 30 assists a game.
Sounds about right.
That shit done glitched the fuck out. Does Austin Rivers even have a job in real life right now?
Not that I know of.
Dwight Howard does.
Not in America.
Oh, Sensa Deech.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going, man.
What's up? What's up?
You joined a bunch of tired boys right now.
Oh, a tired boy has joined the tired boys.
Josiah's a frozen tired boy right now.
Has the freezing transferred onto him?
Yeah. Oh, he's back. It froze on you like that. You were like,
damn, that would have been a good screenshot.
He's on his phone. He's been freezing on me. We just talked NBA and Drake. He didn't miss much. Tonight, who do you think is going to be the NBA champion?
Boston Celtics.
All right.
I would. That would have been more hyped.
You missed it. I'm turning to the dark side. I finally admit that the Miami Heat are dog shit.
Yeah.
It's bad. Anyways, what's the wrestling shows in the last couple weeks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Senshi had some fucking fire seats.
Oh, yeah.
Senshi got to be front row for one of the last appearances of William Regal on AEW.
My boy, I got to walk. I got to be right next to my boy.
Right when he hopped over the fucking rail, man.
Yeah.
So, chat, we were all on floor of AEW Dynamite like 2 weeks ago, and Sinai was front row, and he was like right at the barricade where fucking Moxley and Regal jumped
And
over.
Wardlow.
Dan Wardlow, yeah.
I had an experience with Wardlow. I went to grab some food right before Wardlow and Samoa Joe segment, and I went out to Concord, and it's where Wardlow's waiting to do a run-in, so I turned the corner, and I bumped shoulders with this big fucking dude. It's Wardlow. And security's like, gotta get out of the way. We're doing a segment. Get out of the way. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You just say, hey man, how about you watch it?
Yeah, I couldn't say much. That's a big-ass dude. My girl was fawning over him. I don't blame her. Dude was... Big paws. This big, handsome, beefy dude.
Big meaty man.
Big meaty man. I don't blame her for being attracted to him. That dude's. I was attracted to him. Big paws. But yeah, I bumped shoulders before low. You got to have him and Moxley go right next to you.
That was sick.
It was a good show, I thought.
Yeah.
I think AEW is a lot different experience than WWE.
Yeah, it is.
Event.
Yeah, it definitely is.
WWE is a lot more about the entertainment factor, while AEW is more of a wrestling show. But yeah, it was fun. I feel like their audio levels are weird. Like they don't mic up the music and everything as loud as WWE does in the live crowd.
And I thought there'd be more people there.
Oh yeah, that arena was pitifully full. It was like I don't even think they filled half the arena, and that arena normally holds like 8,000 people.
They only had one side filled, and the camera side, and then the hard cam side was used for equipment. No one was sitting on that side.
It was probably, if I had to guess, there was probably like 2,500 people there.
Yeah, for a major company, you would have thought it would have been. I know it's new still, technically, but
listen, man, I like some of what AEW is doing, but I think some of the karma is coming to bite them. They actually, so when they get all these like big ratings, Tony Khan's always the first person to like be braggadocious about it. This week's Dynamite, this past Wednesday's Dynamite, got the lowest rated Dynamite in AEW history.
And this is after MJF won his title and is making his first appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's tough.
It's the lowest rated Dynamite, and I think like 2 weeks ago they had their lowest rated Rampage of all time, but Rampage gets bad ratings as is.
Yeah, that's true.
Rampage is kind of turned into their like Sunday Night Heat main event superstars type of thing. But I mean, it's whatever. There's still some good stuff going on, but the seeds are definitely starting to crack. We can see that with the news that came out today. As I mentioned, Sinide, you had your run-in with William Regal. Lord William Regal is on his way out of AEW.
My fellow lord.
I see that. Lord Senshi of what?
West Linton.
Ah.
That is where I own 5 square feet of land.
5 square feet?
Is that a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, do you lease it? Like lease 5 square feet?
No, I own it.
Like you could just like stand on it and be like, yeah, I own this shit. Like
for $40 on Black Friday, I bought 5 square feet of land in Scotland, and that.
That's how sick he spent his Black Friday looking for deals on land in Scotland.
oh my god, that was so good.
The only reason was
5 square feet. Like, what does 5 square feet look like? Like, give me a.
I want to hear his explanation.
I don't know. It's like
from my hand here to like maybe my hand like here.
I'll say, yeah, Mr. O'Malley, let me know. What's 5 square feet?
Maybe a little bigger.
It's a little, because I looked up examples immediately.
Can you like do the fetal position in it and like not get in anyone else's land?
Oh yeah. It's
like
it's big enough for me to plant a flag, because that's about as much as I can do.
Big enough for him to put 5 12 by 12 tiles.
Yeah, but the reason I bought it is because it officially granted me lordship.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, no, I can now officially put on documents that I'm a lord.
Cut.
I don't clip a lot, but that's getting clipped.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the serious He said for Black Friday. He said I'm officially a lord.
So please address me as such.
Lord Senshi, I'm sorry.
Lord Senshi. God damn it. That's the most denied thing ever. Yeah, guys. Yeah, you spent your Black Friday money on a PlayStation 5. I bought land. I'm a lord, motherfucker.
Yeah, what's up, dog? Call me fucking Braveheart.
God damn it. Oh, shit. All right. Well, anyways, your fellow Lord William Regal is on his way out of AEW, it seems. Let me pull up the recent report here. Here we go. Okay. So this was 6 hours ago. There have been a lot of talk about William Regal's status of AEW and his possible return to WWE. Nobody at AEW or WWE has said anything about the story, and Regal has been silent about the rumors on social media. But people in WWE believe he's on his way back. Brian Alvarez discussed Regal's contract on Wrestling Observer Live. Alvarez made it clear that he's not confirming anything, but he relayed what was told to him. PW Insider and Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful have also reported this rumor. I don't know what's going on with William Regal, but this is what I can tell you. I believe, and I was not told this outright, but I've kind of been given the indication that that was the end of William Regal on AEW on last night's show. That was writing him off the show. He was beaten up by MJF. He was taken out on a stretcher, and he was taken away in an ambulance. I believe we're never going to see William Regal again in AEW. He originally signed a multi-year deal that was going to be up in the spring. For the last several weeks, there have been a lot of rumors about Regal. It started a little bit before that, but people really started talking about it when he did the segment after he turned on Moxley. Moxley got in the ring. They had a face-to-face, and Mox told him to walk and never come back. He walked. A lot of people believed he was never going to come back. I was not outright told that he was going to come back, but I kind of was given the impression that there would be more with Regal. Again, I want to make this clear. I've not been told outright that he's gone, but based on several things, I believe he's gone. He's no longer going to be in AEW. I don't know this for a fact that he's going back to WWE imminently, but this is what I could tell you for fact. The belief among people in WWE is that when he signed with AEW, he essentially had an agreement where if Triple H returns to power, he can go back to WWE. And Triple H is now back in power. The belief within WWE is that is what's going on. He's going back to WWE, and it was part of an agreement that he made when he signed, and Triple H is now back in power, so Regal is returning. Whatever this is the case, we will, I'm sure, find out soon enough. Alvarez reiterated again that the belief is that he's going to WWE. Alvarez then made it clear that what he is hearing is not from Triple H or Nick Khan. He mentioned Regal's health issue, and another possible reason why Regal will want to go back to WWE is that if he returns to working in a backstage role, then he would be home in Florida and not have to travel every day. So it seems like the gist of it is Regal signed a 3-year contract, but he had a clause put into the contract where if Triple H were to gain power in WWE, he would be able to. Oh, Josiah's going. He would be able to leave the company, and that seems to be what's going on.
Yeah. It was a good run while it lasted.
Well, it was. He did what he was meant to do. I don't think he really missed out on anything. He had the Blackpool Combat Club. He did his thing with MJF. He did a lot in 1 year. And,
Didn't even feel like 1 year, honestly.
Yeah, he debuted at Revolution last year. Well, when's Revolution? February. But
yeah,
but I mean, it's close to a year. But like, it doesn't feel like it for me.
Yeah, but yeah, it's the belief that William Regal is done with AEW. Obviously, more will come back, but it's being said that he's going back to the WWE.
He's going back.
One of many people that seem to be one out of AEW. Add him to the list of.
I mean, I do think people are starting to want to get out of AEW for the common reason of Vince is out, Triple H is in. But like, and me and you had talked about it. It was like, I mean, like, he was a mentor to Triple H. Like, they worked together a long time. They did a lot of work together in NXT. So it's just like
never been released in the first place.
Exactly. That's the bottom line to it all. Honestly,
how do you release William Regal of all people?
Yeah, that's wild. I'm sorry.
That man's
like,
a fucking
like
gem
the Fiend was wild,
history.
but like William Regal, come on.
Speaking of the Fiend, we'll get to that in a little bit, but yeah, seems like William Regal's out of AEW, which is it's a good thing for WWE. Kind of a shame that he doesn't get to do more of Moxley and MJF, but I'm sure we'll be hearing about this in the great bidding war of 2024 with MJF. But yeah, you mentioned it also. MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, he's better than you. You know it, and he's AEW World Champion. He beat Jon Moxley with William Regal's help at Full Gear, and then debuted a Burberry-strapped AEW World title. He called it the Triple B, the big Burberry belt. And yeah, MJF is doing his thing.
You see his suit?
Yeah, it says I'm better than you all over it in pinstripes.
I think that's fucking awesome.
It seems like they're building to 2 future world title matches with him. His next title match is at Winter is Coming when he defends against number 1 contender Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks had an interview today where he said that MJF is a virus to AEW and needs to be stopped. It seems like they're building up to his next big title defense being against Bryan Danielson, which I'm assuming would be at Revolution if it happened. And yeah, MJF's the champion, and Moxley seems to not care about that at all because he's moved on to a feud of Hangman Page.
I thought he would have taken off.
Yeah, the man was supposed to be on vacation 2 months ago.
Yeah.
He's still here. What a man. A lot of progression on the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. I'm getting real sick of Ring of Honor being integrated in AEW. It needs to be its own thing soon. They need to get a TV show for that going. I'm not going to give a shit about Ring of Honor anymore. But Ring of Honor Final Battle has 3 matches confirmed from Dynamite. Mercedes Martinez is defending the Ring of Honor World title against Athena. Great. Cool, I guess. Danny Garcia is defending the Pure title against Wheeler Yuta for the 3rd Ring of Honor pay-per-view in a row. Why? And Chris Jericho will be defending the Ring of Honor World title against Claudio Castagnoli in the main event.
A lot of repeating.
Yeah, just doesn't sound exciting to me.
Yeah.
I guess the other big news is the Elite have been having a best of 7 series with the Death Triangle. They won a match, so Death Triangle is currently up two matches to 1 against the Elite, who now have "Carry On Wayward Son" as their theme song.
Hell yeah, dude.
What else? Samoa Joe is the champion of TV. He's a TV champion and the Ring of
All
Honor
TV.
TV title. Sorry, he's a TNT champion and the Ring of Honor TV champion. He says he's the king of TV. Yeah, I don't know. Besides that, there's really not that much to talk about AEW right now. They're in a weird period of time right now, where I really think this next year or two is going to be a big turning point in whether they fully succeed or not as a company.
Yeah.
In other release news, Andrade El Idolo has hinted that he is done with AEW for good. And Dax Harwood, in an interview, straight up said that FTR is most likely leaving AEW when their contract expires in March. He didn't say they were going to WWE, though. He said they're weighing their options. He said re-signing with AEW is an option they're weighing, but they said they most likely will be leaving AEW. The most likely plan is they're going to take a year off from televised wrestling and just work indie shows and like New Japan dates and stuff. They said they have a lot of fun not working for AEW or WWE, so they'd rather not work for either. But he said straight up that it seems like the top 3 options in order of what they would do is Indies, WWE, AEW. And yeah.
Blitzkrieg, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. He gave the vibe like they don't want to be in AEW anymore, but he can't straight up say he's leaving AEW. But hey, he also said that they might just work Indies for a year and make their decision after the year. So 2024 is looking like it's going to be a crazy fucking year for signings. FTR might be free. MJF will free agent. Bryan Danielson will be a free agent. Adam Cole's 2025. Adam Cole also may never wrestle again. So
Really?
Damn.
What happened to him?
he's still out with concussion, and AEW still has no timetable of his return. And
For a concussion?
Yeah, he's been out since Forbidden Door, which is June.
He's been out since June with a concussion? That's more than a concussion then.
Oh, that's what's the most recent opponent? Adam Cole came out a few days ago. So,
Let's say a concussion. Football players come back in 2 weeks from a
yeah,
concussion.
no, it's concussion. Well, it's what they've called a concussion. Let's see. Here we go. There's reportedly a chance Adam Cole will never wrestle again. AEW's Adam Cole is reportedly dealing with a real bad injury that could potentially have a life-changing outcome. Adam Cole is currently recovering from a nasty concussion that has.
It's the way it was the way they slid down your forehead. Where I was trying. He said, "Oh fuck."
Cole is currently recovering from a nasty concussion and has yet to be cleared to return to action. Wrestling Observer's Dave Meltzer disclosed that Cole could be cleared tomorrow or could be cleared never, and AEW and Tony Khan fear Adam Cole will never wrestle again. It should be noted that the veteran journalist did not have a clear update on the situation, and questions raised about Cole's future are purely speculation. Cole last performed inside the ring at the AEW New Japan Forbidden Door pay-per-view, where he participated in a fatal 4-way against Jay White, Adam Page, and Kazuchika Okada. The 33-year-old was already dealing with a torn labrum heading into that event, but suffered a really bad concussion in the final move of the match. After the event, CEO Tony Khan revealed to New York Post that Cole was cleared to wrestle the event, but admitted that he would not want Cole wrestling again until he's 100% cleared again. And yeah.
Well, I think him not being gone is more about the labrum than the concussion, though.
Well, they're all saying it's about a concussion, and I mean the stuff I've read
since June, though, like you'd be cleared for a concussion if you got a concussion in June. You'd be cleared from a concussion. And
when Daniel Bryan first got injured after he won the world title, it was just a concussion that further advanced into a neck injury.
I'm about to say, but the neck is what got him not cleared, though.
But that could be what's up with Adam Cole. Maybe they're just not telling us that.
I mean, yeah,
maybe something happened with the neck or something.
See, that's the thing. Yeah, when you just say it's a concussion, then all I can sit here and say it's like, oh, you got a bad concussion. But even the worst concussions in the world, you're gonna fucking heal in 3 months from them.
I'm just going off of what the internet's. I mean, AEW still classifies them out as a concussion.
Well, they capping about something. I'm gonna say that right now. They capping about something.
Well, from one wrestler who may never wrestle again to another, Randy Orton had surgery on his back last week. And it's the same exact surgery Shawn Michaels got in 1998, and there's fear that Randy Orton may never wrestle again. And even if he is cleared, Orton may decide to not come back as he has 3 kids and a wife, and may not want to risk any more injury.
I was about to say if he does come back, I don't see him really doing RKOs unless it's like one a big match, like. And he'll probably turn into Brock if he does come back, where it's like, well, I'll come back here and there, put a young guy over.
Oh, actually, update today. I didn't see this yet. Randy Orton has accomplished a lot of things during his 2-decade run with the WWE. The Apex Predator continued to reinvent himself all over the years, but his body couldn't take it anymore. In fact, even Teddy Long advised Orton to stay out of the ring. Randy Orton has been out of action for a long time. I don't know where Teddy Long came from. Randy Orton has been out of action for a long time due to a back injury. He's been out since April. He was written off television after being attacked by the Usos. As previously reported, Orton underwent back fusion surgery last week. While on one-on-one, Teddy Long talked about his friend Randy Orton's injury status. Long advised Orton to stay out of his ring, as the doctors that Randy Orton has used have advised Orton to retire and not wrestle again. So this is not confirmed, but Teddy Long said on the podcast that he's talked to Randy, and Randy's doctors have told him to retire.
Your back's fucked up, player.
Here. Well, the thing I would like to say about that is Randy Orton, great friend of mine, player. I honestly just hope Randy makes the right decision, you know? There are people like Edge, Kurt Angle, who said they were not coming back once they found out they had injuries, and the doctors told them they'd be going one-on-one with The Undertaker. No, I'm kidding. That's what he said. But yeah, long story short, Randy Orton has the same back surgery that Shawn Michaels had in 98, and that kept Shawn Michaels out for 4 years. And it sounds like Orton's doctors are telling him to retire, and the WWE are moving forward as if Randy Orton may never wrestle again.
Damn.
It's disappointing after, like 4 months ago saying he got 10 years left in him.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked up times.
Yep. It's disappointing, too, because his best bud, Triple H, is running the company now.
Yeah, facts.
And another one of his buddies, Cody Rhodes, is back. Cody Rhodes should be back
like in a month.
Any minute now.
In a month. Literally.
Royal Rumble.
I'm about to say he will absolutely be an entrant in the Royal Rumble and probably win it.
Well, while we're on the topic of WWE and people potentially facing Roman Reigns, let me pull this up real quick. So, long story short, before I get into the report, at Survivor Series War Games, which we're going to talk about, Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns had a sequence where they were doing like the brawling punches, and I guess Kevin Owens did like a chop or something to Roman's nose or eardrum or something, and it caused Roman to have a minor concussion, something that's not crazy. He doesn't wrestle every week anyways, and a ruptured eardrum. And Roman Reigns was very visibly upset, throwing things around and telling people to fire Kevin Owens and this, that, and the other. To the point where the Royal Rumble was initially scheduled to be Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens, but there's said to be so much heat between Roman and Kevin right now that they're reportedly writing Kevin Owens out of the Bloodline storyline and putting Sheamus back in the Royal Rumble card spot.
Jesus.
That's stupid.
It does say that the feeling is things can be repaired between Roman and Kevin, but Roman has apparently not gotten over it since Saturday night. Roman's very upset. He said that Kevin's he's not a safe worker. So there's a lot of speculation on what this could mean for the Bloodline storyline, as initially it was said the plans were for Roman to defend against Kevin Owens at the Rumble. He was going to defend against Sami Zayn in Montreal at Elimination Chamber, and then they were going to move on to take on the Usos at WrestleMania as a tag team. So here we go. Since news emerged that Roman Reigns was reportedly angry owing to an unplanned spot involving Kevin Owens at Survivor Series, Fans have been busy talking about the situation. While many believe it was just a one-off incident, considering just how experienced Kevin Owens is, some have demanded that he be punished. In the main event of the Premium Live event, the Bloodline defeated Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, and the Brawling Brutes in the War Games. The bout's closing moments featured a heated brawl between the Tribal Chief and Kevin Owens, who hammered punches at each other. However, at one point, Owens struck a slap at Reigns, which reportedly ruptured Reigns' eardrum. Though all the competitors wrapped up the match smoothly, backstage, Reigns went on a 15-minute expletive-filled rant about the unplanned slap spot and how Kevin Owens is an unsafe worker. Thankfully, the situation said to have been diffused within 20 minutes later. Since the altercation became public, fans have been sharing their opinions on Twitter. A few users proclaimed that Owens must be punished for going off script, with one going as far to say he needs to be fired. I don't agree. However, the majority sentiment seems to be that it was a mere accident and need not be stressed. I don't really care about these Twitter reactions. Twitter's stupid. If the recent rumors are anything to go by, Roman Reigns could put his undisputed title on the line against Owens at Rumble 2023. For those unaware, the duo also competed at the said Premium Live Events 2021 edition, where the Tribal Chief won the last man standing match. The build-up to the rumored match is already underway, with Kevin Owens scoring a massive win over Jey Uso on Raw this week. While there is little to no chance Reigns would drop his gold anytime before WrestleMania, it's safe to say if anyone could take him to his limit, it's Kevin Owens. And then it came out today that the match may be changed to Roman Reigns versus Sheamus.
Well,
that'll be a 30-second match if they continue with it.
it's a big mistake. I think you're already sparking the heat with Kevin Owens and Sammy, and you just got to rock with it. Like, how many times somebody got to wrestle somebody they don't like? Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels were legends, and they didn't like each other.
Mm-hmm.
Get your shit together, Roman. Seriously, that's bullshit to me.
Make money off it. Don't pull a fucking CM
That's
Punk.
bullshit to me. Yeah, and Brock would used to do the same type of shit too. So I ain't gonna just say it's just Roman because people do that. But damn, bro, like you know what money is to be made with that matchup. I like what's going on with the Brawling Brutes right now. But who the fuck wants to see Sheamus versus Roman right now?
I'm fine with that being like a SmackDown main event, but not Royal Rumble.
Not the Royal Rumble. Like, I get even like if you did that for, I don't know what they're gonna change new pay-per-views to, but like, what if they did it as a main event at Money in the Bank?
WrestleMania Backlash.
Seriously, I'll take that. But like Royal Rumble and the start to the build to WrestleMania, Sheamus? No, bro. You're gonna have to get over it, bro. It was an accident. It was like you just gotta chill, man. Maybe Roman really didn't think it was not an accident. I don't know, like how Sammy is backstage about the bloodline and stuff. I'm sure he's grateful and all that, but we I don't know if it's a jealousy thing or what. But me personally, I think it was just by accident. It was the heat of the moment. You're in a match. It's the fucking boiling point of the match. Sometimes you get hit with a real punch. Sorry, guy. That's part of the business.
Yeah. So,
go ahead.
Yeah, no, this story just sort of makes me see how much of a saint Biggie is. This man got his neck broken.
And then him and Ridge made up that night at the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, Ridge went to visit him and said, "I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to." And Biggie's like, "Hey, no, it's all good, man. I'm just out for a year. It's all good, brother."
You gotta wear this.
It's gonna be longer than that.
Yeah, I don't know. I call some cap on this story. I don't think that Roman Reigns is that much of a bitch where he would get a pay-per-view match changed like that just because somebody slapped him by accident. I completely understand if he actually went on the rant backstage and started freaking out. Like, I probably would have too if I was in this position.
Especially the heat of moment. What?
But I highly doubt of any people right now, Roman Reigns would be like, "Oh, Triple H, acknowledge me. Don't book me against your boy Kevin Owens anymore because he slapped me in my face." Triple H to say, "Roman, you're a bitch."
What's best for business?
Speaking of best for business, let's do a little rundown of the rest of the news for the week. Originally, the plan was for Bianca Belair to defend the Raw Women's title against Rhea Ripley at the Royal Rumble, but there has been a major push to hold this match off until WrestleMania. As
I'm fine with that part.
As initially, Bianca Belair is supposed to defend against Charlotte Flair, but there are many within the company, Triple H included, that believe Bianca versus Rhea Ripley would be a bigger draw than Bianca versus Charlotte Flair.
Yep, 100%. Because Rhea's actually, I don't know,
On TV?
here.
Not at her dad's final wrestling match. It's not going to be a final wrestling match because Ric Flair announced he's having another final wrestling match. For what it's worth, PW Insider says Brian Kendrick, who was brought in to be... So, Brian Kendrick got fired about a year ago. And then AEW signed him to compete. And the day he was supposed to compete on Dynamite, it came out that he was like very anti-Semitic and shit. So AEW fired him before that match even happened, and Brian Kendrick was canceled from wrestling. This past Sunday, Brian Kendrick was brought in to produce a match at Survivor Series per the request of his best friend Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, who was a student of Brian Kendrick taught her how to wrestle, apparently, asked Triple H that Brian Kendrick be brought in to produce her match with Shotzi. Brian Kendrick was brought in. He produced the match alongside Jason Jordan. And after the match, there's a lot of backlash from people on the internet about them bringing him back in. So he was immediately fired again the next day at Monday Night Raw.
Of course, Ronda brought him in.
Yep. Two more things. On Renee Paquette's The Sessions podcast this week, her and Stokely Hathaway basically accidentally confirmed that CM Punk is done with AEW. Stokely claimed the firm was supposed to work with CM Punk after All Out, but now it's not happening because Tony Khan is planning on releasing. He said, and I quote, Tony Khan is releasing CM Punk in the next month or so. Final note is WWE is planning on holding a draft 2 weeks after WrestleMania this year. The current report is it may be done in how the old way was, where there are matches between Raw and SmackDown superstars on TV that lead to a randomizer, which I thought that was the much better way of doing the draft in the first place. I hated the coming to the podium and redrafting the rosters every year. I fucking love it. Was so exciting when fucking like CM Punk would win a match and they go oh my god, Rey Mysterio's coming to Raw.
Some good shit.
It's the draft is set to take place on the Raw and SmackDown 2 weeks after WrestleMania. The current plan going into the draft is for Roman Reigns to not have both titles. They are planning on separating the world and the Universal titles, and the plan is for Roman Reigns to drop one of them. The current plan being talked about is for Roman Reigns competing in the main event of both Night 1 and Night 2 of WrestleMania. Currently, it's expected that he may be defending one title against the Royal Rumble winner on one night and defending the other title against The Rock on another night. The current rumored plan is he may face Cody Rhodes on Night 1 for one title, and he'll face The Rock on Night 2 for the other title, which I'm assuming Cody would probably win.
Yeah, Cody would definitely beat him. I don't know.
And then
I don't think he'd
Rock.
beat him. I don't think he'd beat him clean, though. I think Cody would win. I don't think it would be like a heel turn or anything, but I think it would be like an ultimate opportunity type of deal. I don't know if he'd beat him clean.
I was thinking more because they're starting to play the storyline of there's cracks in the bloodline. I was thinking more Cody would beat Roman clean to give some doubt to Roman versus The Rock on Night 2 and make it feel like, oh shit, Roman could actually lose.
I just don't think anyone thinks The Rock's actually going to beat Roman.
Yes,
I don't think there's anything you could tell me to where
honestly,
somebody that's there once every 5 years is going to be Roman Reigns.
Honestly, I'm WWE. I put the Rock match on Night 1 and the Rumble winner match Night 2.
I would too.
Get the Rock match out of the way. You got a big match for Night 1, and then Night 2.
You want a Roman that's coming in confident, like fucking talking shit. I am the tribal chief. Acknowledge me. Blah blah blah.
Everything on that last one was just a rumor, though the draft happening is kind of pretty much confirmed. But yeah, it seems like WWE wants to have a reset after WrestleMania when it comes to the rosters and the titles. The whole WrestleMania plan is just a rumor, though. It was said that there are various people being talked about for winning the Rumble. Cody is not the only superstar that's being talked about winning the Rumble. There are others, including Seth Rollins, that are being talked about.
I don't need that anymore.
Uh,
I'd be okay with it, but he's won a Rumble. Like, I don't think he needs a Rumble to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? I think Cody's relevant, obviously, but like, this is what you do for stars like Cody coming off an injury, coming back at the. This is what the Royal Rumble was built for. People like Cody Rhodes, because everyone remembers when he came back, he was the hottest shit in the business, Roman included, hottest shit in the business when he came back, and he gets hurt, has a 5-star match with a grotesque injury.
Mhm.
Like, this is like we gotta like you gotta get rewarded for that, man. He shouldn't have wrestled Seth that night. He should not have, and he still put on a freaking 5-star banger. So
I'm just curious to see how Triple H's first Royal Rumble goes, especially with
can't be
the
any worse
rumor.
can't be any worse than last year.
Yeah,
Literally,
Yeah.
it literally can't be worse than last
the
year.
bar is so low.
I'm curious to see it though, just with so many people coming back, and obviously, I mean, if we had all these returns in the last like 6 months, imagine what could happen in a Rumble, where you can have one-offs and people coming back and shit.
I think a lot of one-offs are gonna happen. Like a lot.
Xbox.
Here's my bold
right
prediction.
now, Xbox coming.
I think Xbox gonna be one. Honestly, and it most likely won't happen. But with everything that's happened with him in the last year and him announcing this, I would not be shocked if Ric Flair is an entry in the Rumble.
I would love it though.
And I
can't
wouldn't
lie.
blame them because it would get such a huge pop if it's like, who's number 15? 3, 2, 1, and woo! That's it, yo. If there's a roof on the Alamo Dome, it'd be blown off if Ric Flair came out.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if I had to pick 3 surprises, I'll predict, and I'm going off of the rumor that Triple H is planning on running 40-man Rumbles for both Rumbles. I'm gonna go prediction of Ric Flair, X-Pac, and Matt Cardona.
Yeah, I can see that.
Josiah's going again. Yeah, I think Matt Cardona is going to be in the Rumble. The reports have been out that him and Chelsea Green. Oh, there you go. The reports have come out that him and Chelsea Green are likely coming back to WWE as a package deal, and the report came out that he's probably going to be coming to WWE as Matt Cardona and not Zack Ryder. So I think Matt Cardona will be a.
He'll be very over.
Oh, interesting.
But he said so. The rumor came out that he was WWE bound, and he's been canceling a lot of indie dates, and he's been wrapping up a lot of things with like Impact and GCW and shit. And he said in a podcast that he'd be open to coming back to WWE, but he would only want to go back if it was as Matt Cardona and not Zack Ryder, because he feels like Zack Ryder doesn't need to be a thing anymore. He feels like he has the Cody Rhodes syndrome where he's gotten himself more over on the indies, so let him come in as what got him over.
That's facts. That's facts.
But so yeah, the reports that it's been reported that Chelsea Green is officially with WWE, which I could see that because she got announced as being released from Impact Wrestling, and she has no indie dates announced. I'm assuming the reason she hasn't been on TV is they're waiting for Cardona to be cleared up to come back, and I'm assuming they'll both be back in the Rumbles. I think Chelsea will be in the Women's Rumble and Cardona will be in the Men's Rumble.
I wonder if he's still gonna have woo woo woo. You know,
imagine he just comes out woo woo woo. You know it.
That's Zack Ryder.
What if he hits a remix of that or something?
Dan Antonio. Imagine if Shawn Michaels in the Rumble.
I'd just be sad.
Yeah,
it'd be sad, but it'd be lit.
If
like Stone Cold looks better than Shawn.
Yeah, if you could put a wig on him.
Stone Cold looks better now than he looked last year at Mania. Have you seen it?
Yeah, because he was pissed about how he looked at Mania.
Homie looking like Goldberg out here.
No, he was pissed. No, because he did look kind of. He looked kind of wiry at Mania, low key.
Yeah, that's fair. Any other surprises I could think of that could be in the Rumble? It's crazy that our next pay-per-view is the Royal Rumble. Are we gonna do a live reaction this year like we did last year? I'm down.
Hopefully, I'm not in a hotel this time.
I'm so down to do a live reaction of the Rumble.
That's late January, right? Always.
It's end of January.
Yeah.
It's on a Saturday night.
All right.
It's on. I gotta hear. Oh, I know you might have work, right?
I'm hoping I'm not there at that time.
That's fair.
I don't have my
Um,
schedule
actually-
for that deep in yet.
January 28th, the Saturday, is when the Royal Rumble
Actually,
is.
yeah, I don't.
I'll work.
usually
I'll probably be
Sundays.
working, but I don't know when I get out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're 8 weeks away from the Royal Rumble.
Ooh shit!
Let's see. It'd be crazy. And I think I was telling Josiah this. Let me tell you how I would book the current main event scene, the Universal title scene going into WrestleMania. So, War Games, we just saw the bloodline have fully embraced Sami Zayn. He's proven his worth. Him and Jey Usos are best friends. A video came out from a live event last night where he finally got Solo Sikoa to laugh. The bloodline loved the homie. And then, so Sami Zayn with the bloodline, they go into the Rumble match with Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn helps Roman win. Roman beats Kevin Owens. It's a good match at the Rumble. Sami Zayn then enters the Royal Rumble. And Sami Zayn, he wins the Royal Rumble, last eliminating the roller coaster Cody Rhodes. So next night on next SmackDown episode Friday, Roman Reigns, the Bloodline, they're all out congratulating Sami Zayn. And it's starting to look like it's going to be like when Evolution turned on Randy Orton. They're all like, thumbs up, you won the Rumble, you did this. And Sami goes, wait, I have a present for you guys. And he goes to grab a gift package, this big gift package, and he pulls out of the package a kendo stick, and he starts beating the shit out of all the Bloodline members with a kendo stick. And Roman's like, huh? And Sami, he's not alone. Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre and all them, they come out, and it's a big-ass brawl, and it's revealed that Sami Zayn, he was just a double agent. He was working for Kevin Owens and them at all this time. He was just making the Bloodline feel comfortable and vulnerable. And Sami goes, I'm not waiting to WrestleMania. We're going to do this in my yard. We're going to do this in my backyard. Roman, you're going to defend your Universal title against me, Sami Zayn, in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So we had this big build up to Elimination Chamber in Montreal. Sami Zayn is the biggest baby face in the world because he already gets monster reactions in Montreal, but now he's actually a face again. Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns.
Song back.
You got an old song back.
Yeah.
Underdog of the Underground taking on Roman Reigns, and he comes this close. He hits a blue thunder bomb. 1, 2. Roman gets out at 2.9. Sami gets him in the corner. Haluva kick. 1, 2. Nah. Solo Sikoa pulls the ref out of the ring. And it's shenanigans. Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, Bro, and Bruce, they all come out to fuck everybody up. And then Sami's distracted by the brawl. He turns around, gets hit by a spear from Roman Reigns. And Pat McAfee's back by this point. So Pat McAfee's like, our tribal chief Roman Reigns can't be stopped. So they cut the SmackDown, and Roman's in the ring celebrating when a video pops up. And it's a table. And we see somebody at the head of the table. We don't know who it is, though, because the camera is focused on the back of the chair. But we see on the other end of the table, you got Afa, you got Sika, you got Rikishi for 2, all of them. Got other Samoans that are unnamed that were just there for part of the family. So Rikishi and Afa and Sika, they're discussing. They go, what should be done about Roman Reigns? And Afa says, I think Afa's his dad. Afa's like, whatever wants Roman's dad. He's like, oh, Roman's gonna be champion forever. This and that. And then the other one's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know who could stop Roman. And Rikishi goes, oh, not even my sons could stop Roman. And they go, well, since we have you here, what do you think, tribal chief? And the camera pans over, and at the head of the table isn't Roman Reigns. It's The Rock. And The Rock goes, well, Afa, Sika, Rikishi, how you guys doing? What has to be done about Roman Reigns? Looks at the camera. Well, Roman, how about you tell me? And then the music hits, and The Rock comes out to the ring, and they get face to face, and the crowd's like, "Oh shit!" And Roman goes, "Who in the hell do you think you are?" And The Rock lets the Rocky. And Roman goes, "Acknowledge me." And The Rock goes, "I'm sorry. Who are you?"
I can see him doing that.
And Roman goes, "I am the head of the table." And Rock goes, "What was that?" Roman goes, "It doesn't matter what you are." Because Roman, at WrestleMania, from my new home of Los Angeles, California, the head of the table is gonna be no more. Because I'm gonna bleed, I'm gonna sweat, I'm gonna clang, I'm gonna bang, and I'm gonna take your ass down at WrestleMania, bitch. And Roman goes, "Rock, you're an old man now. You're one of the elders. You're one of the elders. What are you gonna do to me, the head of the table? That's your tribal chief. Rock, do you want me to beat you so bad that I have to force you to acknowledge me?" And The Rock puts his hand up, turns it, and says, "Just bring it, bitch." And then Roman looks like he's about to attack Rock. But Solo Sikoa hits Roman and knocks him out. Because Solo Sikoa, if y'all remember correctly, Solo was sent by the elders to deal with Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman said that. Roman asked where Solo came from because he didn't send for Solo. And Paul Heyman said that the elders sent Solo. And we didn't know why they sent Solo. They sent Solo to keep an eye on Roman for the true head of the table, The Rock. So they build up to WrestleMania, head of the table, Roman Reigns, versus the true head of the table, The Rock. Winner isn't only the head of the table, but the winner is also the Universal Champion. That's how you book it. There you go. And like Josiah said, they could bring Kevin Hart in.
No, I texted him because he told me that plan, and I was like, "You got to bring Kevin Hart in." Like they're mid feud. The Rock is talking shit in the ring. Roman comes out with the bloodline. And then they come out.
Kevin Hart has an honorary Oos shirt on.
And then Roman's like, "Rock, I got a friend here to tell you what a big mistake you're making at WrestleMania." Kevin Hart come out. DJ. You being stupid, DJ. You being stupid.
Yo, DJ. What you doing, man? You know you can't beat Roman. You can't beat the head of the table.
You know you ain't no damn head of the table. All you got is a bit. You big headed.
Yo, DJ, this ain't Jumanji. That's why I built Roman versus The Rock.
Just through Kevin Hart.
No, yeah, now I want that included. But yeah, ideally, my WrestleMania card would be The Rock versus Roman Reigns, the Usos versus Owens and Zayn, and Drew McIntyre versus Solo Sikoa. But yeah, knowing them, it's going to be like Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar again. Y'all ready for Shane McMahon to come out at number 29?
I'll actually like cancel my Peacock subscription, and I use it for other things.
What if they just run back this same exact Rumble they had last year? Oh man, yeah. Survivor Series was good. That's all I really got to say about that.
It's pretty solid.
War Games were alright. The women's War Games was significantly better than the men's one, but the men's one had a better story.
I thought the women's War Games was a little sloppy, low key. I think they had a lot of big spots that they fucked up.
That's fair. I thought it was good though.
It was like, I mean, I'm not gonna say I wasn't entertained, but they had like I'm not gonna lie, I am gonna call her out specifically. Io Sky. Oh my god, she had a tough night. She had a tough night, bro.
She collapsed when they got out of the ring. There's a video showing that they got out of the cage and she collapsed, and Rhea Ripley had to carry her backstage.
Yeah, she had a tough one, man.
And then she tweeted like 4 hours later that she was alive. But in Japanese.
But in Japanese.
One thing of note from that, Alexa Bliss looked very disinterested during the War Games match, and I know it's by design. She looked very disinterested and like she was in a trance at certain points. And when they celebrated, she looked like she wanted nothing to do with the celebration. And then the next Monday on Raw, they did a backstage segment with Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka being interviewed about the win. And then they panned over. You see Asuka, you see Bianca, and you see Alexa. And when it pans to Alexa, Bray Wyatt's logo flashed on the TV behind her again. And she went into a complete trance and then went, "Oh, sorry, what was the question?"
Love that.
they're clearly building something with Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt.
Well, she's definitely a part of the 6, or if they're still going with that.
We don't know what the fuck they're doing. If Bray Wyatt's just getting annoying. They're
I'm
still
a
making
little bored of it.
riddles.
I'm so a little bored of it.
Because on SmackDown last week, they had so at the SmackDown we were at, Bray Wyatt cut a promo, and LA Knight interrupted him, and they slapped each other, and then it cuts backstage. LA Knight was like buried by a bunch of shit, and we're to assume it's Bray. And then on SmackDown, Bray cut a promo about it, saying that like everybody wants the Fiend back, but he's not sure that he wants to unleash the Fiend. But he does want to unleash this new version of Bray Wyatt. But Bray Wyatt's a dangerous man, and this, and the other. And then Uncle Howdy interrupts him again, and then Uncle Howdy just shows a bunch of like videos of old Bray Wyatt moments clipped up, and I'm convinced that Uncle Howdy's Bo Dallas.
Hell yeah, dude.
Then it cuts to LA Knight being attacked again, and this time we see Bray, but in his new like Fiend mask that he had at Extreme Rules. Like we see him wearing that mask in the dark background. So like I don't know what the fuck is. I don't know if it's supposed to be like multiple personalities of Bray Wyatt. I don't know if it's supposed to be just different people. I don't know what he's even supposed to be in the first place.
Yeah, I don't even know what he is other than like this guy that we were mad got fired. And he's like kind of basically telling us that, yeah, I was hurt because of that. It's like, yeah, we get it. You were hurt because of that. But like, it's game time. You've been back for a month and a half. Like you
now for some reason he's shooting with LA Knight, who people are like, the theory is LA Knight is Rambling Rabbit because they have the same shoes or some shit like that. And fucking
we're grasping for anything at this point.
All of a sudden, LA Knight is the favorite to win Money in the Bank.
The same shoes.
That's what somebody said.
Man, that QR code shows such a mistake.
They're still doing it. They're still doing it. They had a thing where somebody had a phone number. Somebody on SmackDown who was doing Bray Wyatt had a phone number that when you call it, it led to like Bray's psychiatrist talking to Bray on the phone.
He's got like charts and shit now.
Like, bro, why are we still getting these fucking QR code bullshits? But yeah, I don't know. The rumor is apparently Bray's penciled in to be wrestling at the Royal Rumble, but it's in something called a pitch black match, which apparently is not the first time.
Cinematic match?
I don't know. Well, it's not the first time they've had it won't be their first pitch black match. They had a pitch black match in NXT a few months ago between Wendy Chu and somebody else. Might have been fucking Lash Legend. But essentially it's an Extreme Rules match, but with the lights dimmed very darkly. Like the lights in the crowd are turned off and there's just a spotlight in the middle of the ring, and it's an Extreme Rules match with that. And apparently the NXT version was very good. So, I mean, I guess it's just it's going to be a Bray Wyatt street fight where we can't see, which is every Fiend match anyways. I don't even know this stupid fucking red light. Keep that red light far, far away from him. I can't tell you if I like the Bray Wyatt thing or not. I hate how long
we don't know enough yet to know if we like it. That's the problem.
I hate how long it's taking. I'll say that. So if that's what I'm supposed to go off of, then I hate Bray Wyatt currently.
I should know by your first pay-per-view match what you are. I think that's fair.
We don't even know when his first pay-per-view match is gonna be.
But I'm giving him that barometer. Like, I gotta know what's happening because, like, you should probably win your first one, and some crazy shit should happen afterwards, in which I kind of understand what the fuck's happening here.
I'm gonna tell you this. I couldn't even begin to fucking tell you what Bray Wyatt's gonna do at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I don't even see where he fits in the WrestleMania right now because of the fact that his character is so fucking unknown.
Like, I don't see where he fits into the current roster still. And even even with him feuding with LA Knight.
I was about to say, I think that's why he's feuding with LA Knight. I feel like they didn't even know where he fit.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I kind of hate the Bray Wyatt stuff. But yeah, anything else you guys want to say before we go off here?
Yeah, I just wanted to turn off my heater in here because it's getting toasty.
It's all right. I want to head out soon anyway. So
Yeah, we could wrap for sure.
all right. Well, you can go and follow all of us on our shit. You guys want to promote it real quick?
Follow me on Instagram, JOSYH_HOWARD. It's also in that little picture thing right there. If you're watching, where my finger is hitting that right there, that's where my Instagram is. You can follow me on Snapchat because you know what? Could use a couple snaps here and there. JMH.26. But if you want some D, you gotta head on over to Senshi D on Twitter.
SCNCIID on Twitter for your regular supply of D. But it's on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/SCNCII. They got sanctions on D for Twitch, so no D there.
Follow me at EatSkinOldThing on Twitter and Instagram. Follow Keepcheck at the official _Keepcheck. Follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube and Twitch. Anyway, that's going to do it for this week. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.